So in today's video we're talking about 3 rotation and stability exercises that are going to really help you keep golf fit. But before that, Nat, we've had a request. People want to see you hit a shot.
I'm under pressure now, aren't I?
You're under pressure in 2 reasons. 1, the camera, and 2, the net.
I don't think this is big enough. But I'll do my best. So we're going to hit 1 shot.
1 shot.
We're then going to do some exercises and see what a difference it makes in terms of warming up, hopefully. So I'll do my very best. But we shall see.
Nice.
Take that, was the middle of the net, wasn't it?
So guys, comment down below what you think of that swing. We know you've been asking about it over the last few weeks. That's hating me though.
Yeah.
So what is our first exercise?
So first exercise we're going to do is a band walk. So I'm just going to find my little mini gadget, which is the mini band. So we've used a lot of the red band drills with some of the exercises that we've done. So, and again, we said, Alex, we've had quite a lot of comments from people asking about injuries that they've had and alternative ways to do the exercises. So for this one, we've come up with a way where anybody can get involved with this, no matter what level you're at. It's a great drill to do, but particularly if you're struggling with knees, hips, any other kind of ailments where it's not great to get on the floor, squats and lunges aren't great, they cause a bit of pain, then we're going to use the band instead. So we're going to swap tools, and what we're going to do with the band is basically this is going to come around the ankles and use as kind of like a bit of a stability tool, so you can sort of feel some glute and hip engagement at the same time as doing a bit of rotation. So for this one, this just comes purely around the ankles like that, so you can see that against the black. And then what I'm going to do is set up in my normal golf posture. I'm going to take a diagonal walk coming forwards, and we're going to rotate away from the lead leg.
Okay.
So we're creating a bit of torso turn, a bit of separation, and then this is providing some feedback for the body to create some engagement up into the hips.
Where should they be feeling this? So if you're watching right now and you're trying this, where should they be feeling?
Yeah, so the thing with these bands is you get different strengths. So this is a medium band, but if we're using a heavier band, you're going to feel it more, just so people know. Where we're going to feel this is on the side of the glutes, maybe a little bit in the core and a bit in the rib cage as we start to move as well. So from here, I can just go hands on my chest, and then what I'm going to do is step forwards diagonally like this, just keeping my knees soft, and I'm going to turn away like this as far as I can, so keeping this angle through my shoulders, and then I'll rotate to the middle, and then I'll step the other leg forwards like this as well. So we're always going forwards, keeping this diagonal line.
When you're doing it there, you're not taking too much of a lunge forwards either, so there shouldn't be too much pressure.
Yeah, so the key thing, this is where the band comes in handy, because you can see there that there's tension on the band. If I overstep, I actually can't move it, so it's too much tension from the band, and if I understep, you can see that it slackens off a little bit as well. So I'm just keeping a forward step, knees soft, hands on the chest, and I'm just going to rotate my trunk away like this. So after I've done about 15 to 20 steps forwards, I'm definitely going to feel it here.
Yeah.
If that's too easy, we can make it a little bit more difficult by then coming backwards. So if I was finishing my step like that, I can bring this foot straight back and I can rotate this side, then I can bring this foot straight back and I can rotate into that side as well.
And would you do the same amount of reps there and back?
Yeah, I think 10 forwards, 10 back is a good place to start. If it's too easy, you either get the thicker band on, try it again so there's more tension, or extend the steps, so we go 20 forwards, 20 backwards.
Fab. Okay, let's get into exercise number 2.
Yeah, so exercise number 2, we're going to use the mini band again. So this is more of a stability drill, but again, a really good exercise and quite a challenging exercise that any golfers can have a go at. But again, as we said earlier, a nice one that anyone that's struggling with particular issues, you can have a go with this one as well. So we're going to go back to the mini band around the ankles.
Would you always start with like a band that's got the least tension and build yourself up?
Yeah, I think so. If you're a beginner, you definitely want to come to the lowest tension band. So normally you get a pack of bands like this. There'll be 4 or 5 bands in there, different colours. Typically red and black tend to be the strongest. You tend to get yellow and green, which are the lighter ones, just as a general rule. So I would start on one of the lighter ones, and then when you've practiced a little bit and this starts to feel a bit easier, then you can go to more of the higher resistance bands.
Cool, let's do the exercise. So
we're going to go around the ankles again, and this time we're going to adopt golf posture. So from here, I'm just going to set up as if I had a short iron, and I'm going to put my hands across my chest, and all we're looking to do now is keep the gap of the band the same with every step. In other words, so the band doesn't go like this too wide and it doesn't get too short. It stays roughly at the same width, which for me is like just outside my shoulder width. So hands on my chest, and I'm just going to shuffle across like this, keeping the band the same. And then what I'm having to do here is engage from the side of the glutes like this to move myself left and right, and this is firing up the smaller muscles of the glutes on the side, which are responsible for keeping keeping our hips and pelvis stable in the golf swing.
So it's really going to help you rotate. They're stronger, you can facilitate more rotation.
Yeah, because as we've said a couple of times, that some of the questions people have been asking about, how do I keep more stable in the golf swing, or I'm struggling to load my lead side, I'm struggling to get into my backswing. A lot of the time it can be because the pelvis isn't very stable, so therefore it's difficult to rotate into the pelvis if it wants to laterally sway across. So what we're trying to do with this is stabilise and strengthen the smaller muscles on the side of the hips that are responsible for keeping the pelvis steady.
Fab. Make sure you give that one a go. Okay, this is the final one now, and I think you're all going to really enjoy this one. Let's get into the final exercise, and just don't think about the barbecue there. This is more important. So now, this is, again, a feeling of a little bit of a rotation stretch. Yeah,
so this is a really good one I like to use for helping people feel their backswing a little bit more. So we had, again, loads of questions about people, how can I lengthen my backswing? So putting the sort of biomechanical stuff to one side, this is just a nice feeling drill. So what we've done is attach the band to something high. So if you're at home, you can put this through the door, you can maybe tie it to the top of the banister rail, or even things in the garden, trees, that you've got anything really higher than your head height. Barbecue if you want to. So if you grab the band here, Alex, what we're looking for you to do is try and keep that arm straight at the front there, your left arm, and you're going to just allow the band to pull you into the backswing. So the tension of the band there should just drag you a little further into your backswing. So it gives you a sensation of kind of turning more than you normally would do.
Yeah, definitely.
And then all you're going to do is just allow the band to just relax, and you just start a downswing movement, just really slowly and simple, just to take the tension out of the band. Then what we're going to do from here is wind all the way back into it, let the band tension pull you back, and it should give you that sensation of a little stretch over the front of the shoulder, maybe a bit into the rib cage as well, where you can load that hip against it at the same time. And it's just a nice drill to use to get a feeling of, right, okay, I'm trying to move a little bit further than I normally would do.
Definitely, definitely. I can feel it in every single place possible, because I'm out balls in a while. No, I really like that one, because we've done a variation of that for downswing before.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that other variation for the backswing.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing we want to get across to people here is, if you did these exercises that we've got on this playlist here over a set period, you'd feel a lot better and a lot fitter in your golf swing.
Yeah, that's the aim, isn't it? That we're trying to help people sort of improve their golf swings by consistently repeating some of the exercises that we've shown them, which is kind of why I just hit a shot at the start of this video. We've done the exercises, and I want to know now, how do I feel coming back to hit a shot?
Hopefully feel a million times better.
Hopefully this is going to be tour standard pure now.
Let's see it then. Go on.
So we'll do my best again. So again, what we're looking for, I suppose, is, it's a cold day, loads of layers on. It's difficult to move, when it's like you turn up to the first tee, you feel quite restricted. Yeah. So hopefully those exercises have provided a little bit of warmth and a little bit of movement to make this a little bit better.
I know, I think if people are playing somewhere in the world right now, if you're lucky enough to be able to play, and it is, say, winter, when you've got loads of layers on, you're going to feel restricted anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
A little bit of something which just makes you feel better, then it's going to feel really good when you hit the first tee shot.
Exactly.
Verdict?
I think it was better. I think that was a better swing than the first one.
Perfect. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video and some home fitness tips for you. If you want more information on Nat, make sure you click the link down below, ProFit Golf. Also, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button, and as always, and smash that thumbs up button too.